Jay Bills, Media Spotlight UK, and I'm here with Demi Sims, making a debut on Misfits Boxing. How are you feeling, first of all, throughout this entire experience?
Yeah, it's hard. It's been a really tough camp, and I've pushed through. I've trained my hardest, and now I feel more than prepared for this fight.
Now, I know you were meant to fight on the KSI Dylan Dennis card back in March, but obviously that got cancelled. What were you feeling in terms of when you got that announcement? Was it a thing that it kind of stunted your motivation, or was it a thing that you knew eventually you was going to get a fight and that you were going to continue training regardless of the circumstance?
Yeah, well, I knew I was going to get another fight. Obviously, when it got cancelled, I'd just finished camp and stuff like that. But I knew I'd get another fight, and it done me a favour because I had more time to train and get prepared because I'd only been training for like a couple of months. So yeah, I'm a lot more ready now. I've learned a lot more, and I'm just prepared, way more prepared now for this one.
Well, coming from a TV background, like we've known you over the years, big public figure that you are, obviously you must be known of the pressures that come with being on TV. Obviously you're stepping into the boxing ring for the first time. Is it a different type of pressure as far as you've got the exposure being on TV, now this is like a new venture for you as far as boxing? Like, how do you feel as far as being in the public eye for so long, but now being in boxing? Is it a new type of pressure, or you're just going guns blazing?
It's different because everyone knows me from being on Towie or being on House of Sims. Everyone knows me as this glam girl who just has a laugh and gets drunk and dates people. But this is a serious sport, and they're going to see a complete different side of me, where it's just me on my own fighting with another girl, and I've put everything into this, my heart, my soul, everything, my whole life. And I think it's just a different kind of pressure because it's just a complete different side.
I mean, take me through the idea of getting into boxing. I mean, because obviously your dad, Tony Sims, been around in boxing for a long time, a legend in the sport. What was the first conversations in terms of your dad saying, did you want to take up boxing from the start? Did you tell your dad, look, I want to take up boxing? What were the conversations like, and how did it sort of motivate you to say, right, I really want to try this out?
Yeah. Well, I never really wanted to do boxing. I'd always just do it for a little bit of fitness, hit the pads with my dad, or just pop down the gym for a little session here and there. But I never really took an interest into actually doing it myself. But yeah, I see my friend Elle Brooke was doing it, and she was smashing it. And we went for dinner, and she was like, you should really do this. And I was like, I feel like I might do that one day. And I said to my dad, I feel like I might get on it one day. And 2 years later, here I am, I'm on it. So never say never,
How is it training with your dad? Because I must imagine that obviously he trains with a lot of people. And obviously family is family. But I guess he must treat you guys, you and Joey, in the same way that he would treat anyone else. Does he bump up the pressure in terms of the training that gets involved with it? How does your dad treat you in terms of the training process?
Well, he trains us the same as he trains the pros. And for someone who's obviously I've not been boxing since I was 7 or 8. I've literally just come into it at the age of 28. So for someone who's never been used to training that much, going into training that much, it feels a bit crazy. But you have to do it in order to be super fit to box 4 rounds. So he hasn't gone lightly on me. He's just trained me exactly how he trains the pros. And I took it serious and I've done it, and he's very proud of me.
What's the biggest advice that he's kind of giving you along this journey? Because obviously you were meant to be on the March card, and obviously now you're here. It's your debut's happening. What's been the main keys there as far as keeping motivated in the ring, the training, and preparing you for your debut?
He always says to me, don't get nervous until the night, because I kept getting nervous. He said, don't get nervous until the night, anything can happen, which is true, because last time, it got cancelled the week before. So this time I'm trying to take that advice, and yeah, I'm trying not to get nervous until the night, and I think that's the best bit of advice that he could have gave me.
And you must be proud of Joey. Obviously it's his debut as well, facing Numero. I've seen a lot of his content lately, interviews that he's really putting in the work. How proud are you, and how have you seen from his perspective in terms of getting himself prepared for a fight that he doesn't really need to take, same as you?
Yeah. I'm super proud of Joey. We've been training together for like 6 weeks now, and we've been doing everything together, and he's just in the exact same position as me. Like, neither of us have been boxing since we were young. We've literally just come into it this year, and we've pushed ourselves as if like we're professional athletes. And I've seen him, I saw his first spar and I saw his last spar, and the way he has improved is like crazy, like massive. And I've seen like some old videos of him like going around sparring with Conor Ben and stuff like that, but they were from like a long time ago, and I think everyone's going to be impressed in the way he's improved since then.
Talk to me about your opponent, Nadesha Hopkins. Now, originally, obviously, on the March card, you had a different opponent. Has it been difficult in terms of like you're preparing for one person and obviously you're training for another person now? What were the conversations as far as like, you know, having someone new as far as, you know, for your debut? Like, is it a thing that do you train in terms of like, you know, different, when it comes to a fighter, do you train differently according to the fighter, or is it a case that it's another day in the office?
To be honest, I just trained the same way because I'm sort of just training on how like I'm going to be fighting, my style and what I'm learning. Obviously Nadeshi, she's had a fight before, whereas my opponent before had never had a fight, so I know that she's a little bit more experienced, which is a bit more pressure, I suppose. But either way, you know, I'm just learning what I'm doing and I'm just focusing on myself at the moment.
Final few things from me. Obviously, you know, your debut is happening. You know, people are getting to see you in the ring for the first time. What can fans expect? You're putting in that work as far as training. You know, what can fans expect for Saturday?
Yeah, like for myself, like I don't really see this as a fight. Like I want to come out and I want to box and I want to show a bit more style. And so I think that's what I want fans to see from me this Saturday.
And not looking past Nadeshi, but is there anyone else on the Misfits roster that you got your eye on? Obviously, you're in the Misfits fold now. Is there anyone else that you got your eye on? Not looking past her, of course.
I don't know. I need to have a look. You know, I've seen a couple of girls boxing around here. I need to have a look and really like look into some girls, but not at the moment. I've not got my eye on anyone at the moment.
Well, Elena Vampira, she said she wants the winner of you two.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even hear that. Okay, fair enough. I need to look into her. You know, I'm so new to this. I don't know who anyone is yet, but we'll see.
Well, I wish you all the best. Wish you all the best for your debut, and I know you had a journey to get here, but wish you all the best and good luck.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.